Also, besides you being talented, your kids are killing the game too,
Let me give you a week I had. I was having a tough week, and I was talking to my dad, and he looks at me while on the phone with FaceTime, and he goes, "Look at your week." He said, "On Monday, you had a daughter that was on television. My daughter right now is on NCIS Kayla, right?
Right.
Cool. Tuesday, I have another daughter who was on the Disney show, Monique. Wednesday, North Carolina, my son KJ is playing on ESPN. Thursday, I'm on TNT." He's like, "How the hell are you upset?" Then he put it in a real perspective for me. He goes, "I grew up in a time where I couldn't see a black person on television. And I got 4 of my son and my grandkids on. Wow. You better not ever complain." And I was like, "Oh, I'm done. I'm not saying nothing else."
I like the fact you like, look, all y'all gonna work.
Oh, no, yeah. Hey,
Ain't gonna be no allowance here. You gonna get your own check.
I'm Joe Jackson without the beatings. Joe Jackson without the beatings. My son, KJ, he came to me one day and he said, "Man, I just feel good today." I said, "Why?" He said, "You know what? I just embraced that I'm your son." I said, "Whoa." He said, "I always fought it." He said, "Nah, my dad's Kenny Smith."
Yes.
And then it opened him up. He said he's feeling so much more liberated. They don't understand how I got there. So I don't force it. I'm like, no one gets there alone. Anybody who would get there alone, I don't want to be around that person. Because that means they've been cutting throats and killing people to get there. Because you can't get there alone. You need a support system, and sometimes it's your parent. Sometimes for me, it was my coaches. They make those calls like, "Yo, get you in this tryout, get you in this practice." Then you have to deliver.
Well, who was your most influential coach?
That's tough, ooh. That's tough. I've had some great ones. You know what my first coach was in the NBA?
Who?
Bill Russell, the greatest winner of all time, social justice. Bill Russell, I'll relate to it to now because he told me a story one day that changed the way I view everything. When I was a rookie, he used to make me sit next to him. That was the rule. He said, "You want to be a winner? You sit next to me." He had a list of all the foreign players he was looking at. I said, "Coach, let me see it." So I look at the list. I'm like, you telling me ain't nobody in Alabama as good as this dude all the way in Serbia that you're going to see? Ain't no guy in New York City good as this guy in Russia you're going to see? And he stopped me. He said, "Kenny, as an African American, you should never complain about inclusion." I'm like, just changing my perspective about how I view things. And I'm like, "Coach, I'm just joking around." He's like, no, I'm not. You should never complain." I think right now he's the most influential thought process that's going on in my life right this second.